Universal. Let's go. Starting off 2026 right. Going all the way over. All the way back over. Either lane works. Go down one more. Okay. People can't follow instructions? Wonderful. Alright, let's head on in. Universal. Start with IOA. Hey guys, Theme Park Mark here. And happy 2026, everyone. I'm sure when you're watching this, it's probably February, maybe March, I don't know. But yeah, for me, it is New Year's Day, and I just parked at Universal. So we'll be doing 4 days of 3 park hopping. So Epic Universe is included. I chose not to do it today. Gonna do Islands of Adventure instead. Just to start the new year off, wanted to get some rides on VelociCoaster this morning. It is 46 degrees out. Whew. It's a cold one this morning, just like yesterday and the day before. Last few days have been very, very frigid here in Florida, which is not usual. But anyway, hopefully VelociCoaster is open. I'll check the app in a second and head on in. If we have some good rides today, should warm up a little bit, I think, at least into the 50s and maybe low 60s. We'll see. But yeah, excited to get back on Incredible Hulk as well, and Hagrids, also fantastic coasters. Pretty much gonna spend the whole day in IOA, I think. Although I do have the park hopper, of course, so I might pop on over to Universal. There's no more Rip Ride Rockit, which is sad. I did get my last rides in on that last January. Also excited to get back on Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, and we'll be riding a ride very similar to that at Epic Universe, Monsters Unchained. Hopefully tomorrow. I should be going to Epic Universe for the first time. But for today, IOA. Let's head on in, have some good rides. Excited to take you guys along with me for the ride as always. Let's giddy up. As always, please remember where you parked. Do not lose your vehicle if you drove here. Alright, it is 8:12, so the park did open at 8. I was here 7:50 or so-ish. Of course, had a little bit of breakfast in the car, as always. So, just a little bit past rope drop, but not too bad. I did check the app, and VelociCoaster is open, and it's posted a 10-minute wait right now, so we're gonna head on in. I can't imagine there's too many people that want to ride this coaster when it's this cold, but I certainly do. As I've learned from like Texas trips when it's very cold in February, that steel coasters typically can still run all the way down until it's about 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So it being 46, I figured it should be okay, and it should be open. So let's go through security and head on in to Universal Islands of Adventure to start 2026. Alright, through security and now headed to City Walk. It's gonna walk straight ahead all the way to Islands of Adventure. See, I decided to start here today. I did get, like I said, I got a 4-day 3-park hopper, so I could hop anywhere between IOA, Universal, and Epic Universe. Probably gonna be a little bit difficult to hop between Epic Universe and here because it's about 4 miles away, and if I drove, I'd have to pay for parking again. So the options would be to take like some sort of public transportation, like a bus or an Uber. I'd rather just stay in like kind of one spot, one park-ish per day. Of course, I can hop between the parks here because they're right next to each other, these two, Universal and IOA, but in general, I'm probably going to stay in one major location for each day and try to refrain from park hopping if I can. But I still might, you know, the option is there anyway. So let's head on in. Universal Orlando Resort. Islands of Adventure straight ahead. And I already see a little bit of green B&M track. Incredible Hulk. I'll be riding out probably this afternoon. Definitely gonna start with VelociCoaster first. Alright, IOA, Hours of Adventure. You guys are probably wondering, why not start at Epic Universe? I mean, come on, it's the newest and greatest thing, right? Well, I mean, honestly, I haven't been as excited, I think, as everybody else has been. I mean, don't get me wrong, of course, I think Stardust Racers is probably going to be an amazing coaster. Monsters Unchained looks extremely fun. But outside of that, I mean, there's not a ton that interests me in the form of thrill rides. Of course, I would love to see Super Nintendo Land, would love to see Isle of Berk, would love to see everything in person. Just not in any ridiculous hurry to do so. And I remember last couple years coming here to IOA on New Year's Day, and it's generally pretty quiet. So I just want to take advantage of the quiet time here early on New Year's and get some rides in on VelociCoaster, maybe even Hagrids. So yeah, that's why I'm here today instead of at Epic Universe. And it should be a little bit warmer tomorrow for Epic Universe as well. So the weather kind of played into that a little bit as well. Let's head on in. The adventure continues for me. Actually halfway through this trip now. So we got 4 days Universal, day at Busch Gardens, and then that will wrap things up. Alright, first coaster of the day, first coaster of the year, VelociCoaster. I just saw it going. You can see that right in there. There's the top hat. I'm gonna head in that direction. Gotta walk through Seuss Landing to get over to VelociCoaster. Still have the Grinchmas decorations up here. Oh yes, VelociCoaster. I kind of go back and forth between this and Gwazi for best coaster in Florida. They're both just amazing, amazing rides. Can't wait to get back on Gwazi. Although I hear there are metal detectors now. Perfect time to get off-ride shots too. There's not that many people here, like I said. Early morning, New Year's Day. It's a great time to come here. App's now showing a 15-minute wait. We'll see what this sign says up here. Love that stall. Like I was just saying, it's perfect time to get off-ride shots, but yeah, I think I'd rather ride the coaster. Maybe I can film a little bit of the off-ride shots later on. Yes, that's what I want to see, 15-minute wait. Alright, about headed into the security checkpoints, so everything goes into a locker to go through metal detection. So coming up, POV, VelociCoaster.
It's cold! We're gonna die!
VelociCoaster. Row 5 that time. What an incredible ride. I mean, there's not many coasters out there that'll leave me out of breath at the end of it. That is one of them. Voltron another, Steel Vengeance. There's a few of them, but there's not really that many. It's an incredible ride. I love the zero-G stall. Love the Mosasaurus roll at the end. Top hat. Yes, it's still a little bit cold outside, but it's really not that bad. And I was feeling it yesterday on Mako. Didn't really feel the cold that time on VelociCoaster. I guess you're not as out in the open as you usually are, but yeah, we'll go back around for probably a few more rides here in VelociCoaster.
Paddock is clear.
Alright, just got 6 rides on VelociCoaster. The line did start getting into the extended queue there, so probably gonna take a little bit of a break. Yeah, it's an incredible ride, of course. Did front row, back row, few in the middle, and then finished up at row 11. It's really a different experience in the back of the train there, because it really tries to throw you out of the vehicle. It's extremely wild back there in row 11 and 12. So next I'm gonna take a quick little break, probably head to Three Broomsticks, get some butterbeer, chill out for a bit and figure out what to do next. Could be Hagrids, could be something else. Really don't want to stand in a line that's over 2 hours, but we'll see. There's Hogwarts Castle, never get tired of seeing that. And then in here is Hogsmeade. And usually a great spot where I usually go to take a break is inside of Three Broomsticks here. Actually outside technically on the patio around back. Usually hardly anybody ever goes there. And you have QR codes on the tables where you can scan in and order whatever you want from the app and they'll come out and bring it to you. So you don't even have to go in and stand in a long line. So that's where I'm headed, to Three Broomsticks. Through this little alleyway. I have a little bit of an area here back behind Three Broomsticks. Just trying to get a little more forward than what I'm used to, but you can usually find a table here. Here's a QR code. Alright, break time is over. And as you guys can tell, it's pretty darn crowded here. Hagrids is over a 200-minute wait, so I'll skip that for now. Probably come back on another day and do a daytime ride. For Hagrids, definitely do a nighttime ride. It'll be the last ride of the night, like I usually do. And I think right now we're headed to Hogwarts to ride Forbidden Journey. Gonna do the single rider line for that. Probably have a couple rides on it depending on how long the line is. So that's where I'm headed. Harry Potter and Forbidden Journey is next. Do love the single rider line for Forbidden Journey. Pretty much always a walk on.
Keep up, Ron! We're on our way! We'll meet you outside! Woo! Sorry about that! Those benches can be a bit dodgy! But we haven't lost anyone yet! Not this week, anyway!
Hey, you lot! Come see the dragon, have you?
Right, come on! Move on to the quiz bit! muggle of Mars, Potter. This way! Hang on! Leave them alone! Get away from them! Expecto Patronum! Stay close and follow me! It's caving in! Watch out! Let's get out! Quick! We made it! To the Great Hall! Thanks everybody! You were brilliant!
You've shown great bravery. Feel free to return to Hogwarts anytime. Now, tuck your elbows in.
Just had 5 rides on Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. I absolutely love that ride system with the big swivel arm. It swings you around all over the place. I always wondered what it would be like if they use that ride system on a different ride and different theming. Well, I'll find out tomorrow at Monsters Unchained at Epic Universe. So heading over to Jurassic Park River Adventure. It's a 5-minute wait boat ride. That's coming up, and it's warmed up a bit. It's in the 60s, 65 degrees ish right now. So it's not warm, but it's not cold either. So I'm gonna head that direction. Wah, wah. So yeah, they said the River Adventure is closed right now, but there are clearly people on the ride. Interesting. Probably try and come back for this in a little bit. I think for now I'm probably going to continue on to do, I think, Spider-Man. Gonna skip the other water rides. And yeah, head down to the, back towards the front of the park. Walk through Toon Lagoon, get back up towards the front of the park. We got a water ride over here. Ripsaw Falls. We also got Popeye Pluto's on the other side, which, yeah, I'm never gonna ride that again because you get insanely soaked on it. It's basically like dumping buckets of water on you the whole ride. Well, continuing on to Spider-Man. Alright, so made it to Spider-Man. It is a 40-minute wait. It's probably a little bit longer than I want to wait for it right now. It'll probably drop later on. No single rider option today. I remember it being in that doorway there. So we're going to continue on. I think we'll do Dr. Doom's Fearfall. That should have a single rider. We'll take a look. Alright, here's something I will ride right now. Dr. Doom's Fearfall. It's showing a 15-minute wait. So we'll check to see if single rider's open and we'll be even quicker. So let's have a ride on this. It's a shock tower.
Puta que pariu! Puta que pariu! Ah, puta! Eita, caralho! A gente pegou errado, era pra ter pego a vida pra lá.
Alright, it's Dr. Doom's Fearfall. You can actually see Epic Universe on that one. See Stardust Racers. It's a good shot tower. I think it's, what, SNS usually makes those. I'll have to check and see who made that one. It's a good fun ride. Very quick. And single rider was pretty much walk on. Regular line was 15 minutes. So next up, gonna head to the green B&M coaster that dominates the front of the park. That is Incredible Hulk. Alright, time for the Incredible Hulk coaster. It's a 45-minute wait regularly. The single rider line is like out the door, down the stairs, and into the cattle pen queues. From my experience, that was probably about at least 30 minutes. So why not just wait in the regular line? So let's have a ride on Incredible Hulk, B&M sit-down launch coaster.
Transformation accelerating. Do not be afraid.
3 rides on Incredible Hulk. 1 row 6 and 2 front row rides. Yeah, it's an intense ride, especially towards when you're sitting towards the back of the vehicle. It's definitely very intense. Front row's not as bad. Sitting on the edges, I feel like you feel more of the forces on the edges rather than in the middle. That's especially so on the front row as well. But it is a solid ride. Great B&M. I wish they did more launch coasters. I mean, they've done a few, obviously, with like Rapterra recently. But yeah, they make some solid coasters, B&M. So we waited in the regular line where it was advertised 35-minute wait. The single rider line was probably the longest I've ever seen it. And so I decided to do the regular line, and yeah, it was actually faster because I picked out a few people that were already in the single rider line that were already pretty far deep into it. And I was getting into the regular line, and that person was still waiting. I got into the front of the ride for their line, so that yeah, the regular queue was much faster than the single rider at that point. So I'd say really single rider is only worth it if it's pretty much at the stairs. Before I get to the station, you see the stairs there. If it's down in the cattle pens below that, it's probably not worth it unless the Hulk main line is about 60 minutes or so. Then single rider might be worth it at that point. Anyways, it's time for a quick little break, and then I think might have a couple more rides on Hulk before continuing on to Cat in the Hat, Spider-Man. Might even make my way over to Universal Studios for a couple rides there before finishing up the night here. So that is the plan for now. How about a night ride on Incredible Hulk?
That's not good.
Hulk's transformation is accelerating. Do not be afraid.
So that was front row on the Incredible Hulk. Once again, same seat, far right. Yeah, I do think it is a little more shaky on the outside than it is on the inside seats. Yeah, still, that's a fantastic ride. Very intense, all about the inversions, inversion after inversion after inversion, pretty much all the way through. Definitely gonna have to come back and have more rides on a later date. Up next, gonna head over to the other side of the park, Seuss Landing, and have a ride on Cat in the Hat. After that, maybe Universal Studios, might do a few rides there before coming back here to wrap things up. I'll just have to take a look at what the wait times are. Hulk, incredible night ride. All right, how about a dark ride? Cat in the Hat. Let's have a ride.
Miss Jump. We looked and we saw him step in on the back. We looked and we saw him, the cat in the hat.
Make that cat go away! You do not want to play! He should not be about when your mother is out! Why, we can have lots of good fun, if you wish, with a game that I call Up with a Fish. Look at me! Look at me! I'm the cat! With a cup and a cake on the top of my hat.
Our fish came down too. He fell into a pond.
Do I like this? Oh no, I do not! I will pick up the book. You will see something new. And I call them Thing 1 and Thing 2. They are things. Oh, okay. Think of comfort. Not in the house.
Isn't the fish in the pond?
They should not fly kites in a house. They should not.
So as fast as I could, I went after my net. I bet with my net, I can get those things yet.
Oh dear, you did not like our game. What a shame. Even before, we cannot pick it up. No way at all. Have no fear of this mess.
Said the cat in the hat.
I always pick up my playthings, and so I will show you another good trick that I know.
Then our mother came in and said to us to.
Did you have any fun? Tell me, what did you do?
Should we tell her about it? Now what should we do? Well, what would you do if your mother asked you?
Cat in the Hat. I always have to have one ride on that. Every visit. Do love it. It's a great dark ride. I thought there was a movie coming out, I want to say, or did it come out? I don't know. It's like some sort of live action of Cat in the Hat. Have to look into that. Anyway, I'm gonna continue on. I think gonna head on over to Universal Studios for a couple of rides. It is 7:30. Park closes at 10. I was gonna try to do last ride of the night on Hagrids. That's had like a 3-hour wait all day, pretty much. So if I get in line, it does have Express now, so if I get in line towards the very end, once Express clears out, the regular line should move a lot faster, so it'll probably be the shortest wait anyway. So that's the strategy. Gonna head over to Universal for a few rides before heading on back here. So that is the plan. Walking through City Walk, heading towards Universal Studios. No Hogwarts Express for me tonight. The line is just too long, and there's more rides that I want to get on tonight. So have a nice walk along the water here instead. And this area looks a lot different than last time I came through here. Poor Rip Ride Rockit. We'll see what's next. Alright, and I'm in Universal Studios Orlando. First time in a year, almost a year. little over a year, something like that. I'm gonna head towards the Mummy first, have a ride on that, and then maybe Transformers, which has 3D glasses, so no POV on that. But we'll start with the Mummy and walk by where Rip Ride Rockit used to be. Oh, so sad. No more Rip Ride Rockit. Probably one of the very few enthusiasts who actually enjoyed that ride. I never really found it to be painful or anything. We used to kept the grassy area here in the stage, and they probably had a big New Year's celebration here last night, I'm guessing, and a bunch of big bands playing. I was over at SeaWorld. See what's next for this area. I think they're already starting to put in footers for a new coaster. So we'll see what the future holds anyway. On to Mummy next. So sad. Alright, Mummy. I'll shed a tear for Rip Ride Rockit. Alright, I've wiped away my tears for Rip Ride Rockit. Let's have a ride on Revenge of the Mummy.
With your souls, I shall rule for all eternity. Serve me as Hagrids. I can save you now. There is no escape. Your end shall be my beginning. Behold your fate. Your destiny. Your souls are mine.
You enjoyed your ride. Please remain seated and keep your arms and legs here.
To forfeit your souls. Death is only the beginning.
Hey, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed yourself. I would have enjoyed this interview a lot more if I had got my cup of coffee! Thank you.
That was a front row ride on the Mummy. Waited in the single rider line for about 10 minutes. It was about a 45-minute posted wait. I think it's a pretty solid indoor coaster. It's a classic, of course. Yeah, great theming. And very smooth, comfortable ride for the most part. A few jolts there throughout. but not terrible at all. Up next, I'm going to head on over to Transformers. It is about 8 o'clock now, so we have 2 hours. Probably want to get back over to IOA very soon. So I have maybe an hour and 15 minutes or so before we got to head on out and over to IOA. So Transformers next. Alright, time for a ride on Transformers. This is a 3D glasses ride, kind of a motion simulator, very similar to Spider-Man over at Universal. I'm gonna have a ride on this, no POV, since it has 3D glasses, but I'm gonna enjoy it. Transformers. Really do love that ride system. That, of course, I think started with Spider-Man back in the 90s. And yeah, actually, I think I prefer Transformers over Spider-Man. I just like the story a little bit better. They're both good rides, though, and I'll have to have a ride on Spider-Man at some point. For now, gonna head on to the next ride, and that will be E.T. Do you want to do Fast and the Furious, right? No, I think I'm good. Let's head to E.T. Alright, so we're out on etadventures. Posted 35-minute wait. I don't know. Park does seem a little bit quieter, so we'll take a look and have a ride on etadventure. Yeah, there's no way this is a 35-minute wait. More like maybe 15, 20, maybe. Either way, let's have a ride. etadventure.
We've got some unauthorized people entering the base. Wait, they got E.T. They're getting away. Give it quick. Cut them off.
See him. They're coming at us. Red light, white grenade, orange light. I see him. Come on, let's go.
Hold it right there. Whoa!
Got him. Bottom of the hill.
E.T. go home. Gently. Ouch. Welcome home. You deserve it. Poor guy. Mad dog.
You have saved our planet. Come, celebrate with us.
always a fun ride on E.T. It is a classic, and it is the last remaining attraction from opening day. And actually, it was about a 5-minute wait, so certainly not 35. Gonna head, I think, to the back of the park and have a ride on meninblack next. It's, yeah, 35-minute wait turned into a 5-minute wait, so that gave us a little bit more time. So let's have a ride at the back of the park, walking through Simpsons Land, of course, and yeah, ride on meninblack. Welcome to greetings from Springfield. Not gonna do the Simpsons ride tonight. Don't think there's enough time for it, but I'll probably come back on one of the later days on this visit and have a ride on Simpsons. I'm just gonna continue on through, and Men in Black is next. Sorry, Bart, Lisa, no Simpsons tonight. I do gotta come back and definitely check out the Bourne Stuntacular show. So yeah, I'll definitely be back in this park, and I'll probably ride Simpsons then. For now, how about a little shooting ride? Let's have a Men in Black alien attack.
Warning! 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 10 seconds to planetary implosion. 8.
Begin training simulation.
Heads up, my shots. This is Agent J. Time to see what you're made of. Oh, and that red button, don't even dream of pushing. That kind of shooting is not going to get you a suit. Let's go, let's go!
Emergency. Training sequence aborted.
Hold your fire. A shipment of alien bad guys is trying to land their smack dab in the middle of Manhattan.
Weapons energized to full power.
Everybody hit the streets. This is not a drift. Keep your eyes open. We could be hiding just about anywhere. Whoa! Looks like they're packing some serious heat. Time to roll up the welcome mat and show these misfits what we're made of. Getting a bit hairy. Better split up.
Please! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! 6 against 1, huh?
It's an ambush.
Now, but to be all right. Everybody still in one piece? Good.
Just got a report that some bugs have infested the MIB creek. Set up an X-ray checkpoint. This won't hurt a bit.
Bioscan initiated. Warning. Alien life forms detected.
Look out! The other bar is full of bugs. Aim for the fusion exhaust port. What are you waiting for? Great invitation? What?
It's a big, big bug. I can't be no more clear than that. I need a visual! We're right on top of it. It's right there. Right there in Times Square. That bug is getting ready to saddle this thing. We're on the trail of a bug here. Muy grande. In English, that means very grande. But the tunnel on the Times Square.
Only one thing left to do. The red button.
Subatomic thermal disruptor in 3, 2, 1. Please return training weapon to
Alright, so that was Men in Black, and yeah, I'm terrible at that game. You know, I have a 40,000. Yeah, I don't really know the secrets or what to shoot at, but oh well, I still had fun. Continuing on, I think I'm gonna head towards Diagon Alley and check out Gringotts. And then maybe back to IOA. There really isn't anything else that I want to ride here tonight at Universal, so I'm gonna head towards Gringotts. Alright, made it to Diagon Alley. I had to do one ride in this part of the park, and that is Escape from Gringotts, which I think also has 3D glasses, so no POV from me on this. I'm gonna enjoy it though. Alright, made it to Gringotts. 25-minute wait. It's 9 o'clock. Yeah, I think we have enough time. It's been a minute since I went through the regular queue. Single rider line is open, but I figured it was such a short wait. Why not take in the full ride with the pre-show as well?
There is no second place in the world than Gringotts family. The oldest wizarding families have stored their valuables here for centuries.
3D glasses obtained. I'm gonna have a ride on Gringotts too. Alrighty, just rode Escape from Gringotts. Such a unique ride. I don't think I've ridden anything like it. It has a little tilt aspect at the start of the ride. A lot of good scenes. Very smooth and comfortable ride too, for the most part. I mean, the lap bars do kind of dig into you a little bit, but it's not too obtrusive. Taking a look at the dragon here. I'm gonna head back over to IOA for last ride of the night on Hagrids. It is 9:30, so I should have plenty of time to head on over there. Probably not enough time for a Hogwarts Express, but I'll probably do that on another day. So gonna head back over to Islands of Adventure for Hagrids. That's next. Oh, sorry, Jimmy Fallon. Don't have time to ride your ride tonight. That's a bummer. Actually, it continues. It is 9:45, 15 minutes to get back to Hagrid. Should be plenty of time. I think it's only about a 5-minute walk. So let's head on in. Last ride of the night, Hagrid's. Alright, made it in. And it says a 60-minute wait now. I'll start the timer and we'll see how long it actually is. It is 9:55 now, so the park's gonna close in a few minutes. Alright, it's been a 0-minute wait. We got a drone show going on over here as we enter the castle. Alright, after a half an hour, made it to the final room. It's the last ride of the night on Hagrids.
Don't mind the thestrals. They're clever and useful, they are. Right, off you go. We'll meet at the edge of the forbidden forest. We'll have to break up the spooks before they set fire to anything else. They just don't know what they're doing. Are worse than his points. No, don't panic. I'll just, oh no. So you lost power. I got you. Don't worry. Reparo. Sorry, I never was great shakes at magic. After me. That was close. Oh, you found my missing strings. Best be getting you out of here before you get blasted. Now, hit those purple buttons. Dragonfire's got it good. Well, I'll be. There's a unicorn. And look, she's a bloody lucky thing to see such a sight in the wild. But Merlin's beard, we did see pixies, scroots, and unicorns. Oh, and I'd be grateful if you didn't mention any of this to anyone back at Hogwarts. See you next lesson.
Total wait time getting off the ride, it was at 42 minutes, the timer. So certainly not 60. I'll take that. Row 5 ride on the motorbike on Hagrids. Such a fantastic night ride. It's a fantastic ride altogether. I mean, I can easily see why it is pretty much the most popular ride in the park. There's that for a reason. Alright, so as I head out of Hogsmeade, that will bring an end to the first day here at Universal for me, and first day of 2026. I'd say it was a pretty darn successful day. I ended up getting 22 total rides. Pretty much did every major ride in the park too, in both parks, with the exception of a few, which I'll come back for, of course. So thanks so much, guys, for watching as always. Coming up in the next vlog is going to be my first visit to Epic Universe. So that will be tomorrow for me, next week for you guys. So stay tuned for that. And with that, signing off from Islands of Adventure, January 1st, 2026. Take care, guys. Whew. Well over 20,000 steps today. And Epic Universe up tomorrow. Make sure to get some rest tonight.